Hey Capricorn, happy 2019. Sorry for the super delay. So, I'm gonna give you the quick spiel. 2019 didn't feel like it started until March, right? And then also during March, there was a lot going on, hence the delay because I had to deal with my shit. So I'm going to be spreading out the reading as such. It's going to go spring, summer, fall, winter, and each section is just going to be themes or energies that the universe wants you to focus on during this year. So you can go ahead and skip ahead. I'm gonna not talk during the shuffling. If I do talk, it's just to myself, and it's not really like useful information for you guys. But yeah, let's get started. Capricorn, 2019. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so in the spring, you have the Queen of Swords with the Hierophant in reverse and the Six of Wands. So really thinking about what it is that will make you feel victorious or fulfilled or happy or accomplished. For a lot of you, it could be your job or your career. For a lot of you, it's more so about what it is that you can bring to the table. The Hierophant in reverse here, I'm feeling like this is Uranus in Taurus. The abrupt change is now making us feel our physical reality a little bit more. And this has allowed you to think about how you can now transmute your thoughts into action because you feel like there needs to be a change. But I think for a lot of you in the spring, it's mostly thinking and not so much doing. Like this is more of a fantasy to you, being able to change your routine and switch it up and be victorious at it. This is something I think it could cause a lot of you guys anxiety. And this is maybe why it's just thoughts right now. But it is something that you're fantasizing about. In the summer, you have the Fountain in reverse. So again, fantasies. But you're divided. So you have the Emperor in reverse and the King of Wands upright. So again, like what it is you want, what it is that you aren't doing, but the things that you want to be doing. Yeah, the Emperor and the King of Wands are very similar. But the Emperor is all about action. And the fact that he's in reverse, along with the Fountain in reverse, again, the tarot cards are never reversed. It's always us, right? So I think, again, you're still in this fantasy of, like, you know, the glitz and glam of what it could be and how fabulous it is. But it's not just going to be this. It's also going to be a lot of hard work. He's sitting on the throne too, but he's also wearing armor, which means he's also a soldier, which means he goes out there and fights, and he does the thing that needs to be done with his army. This guy is in silk robes. Like, he's just gonna sit on his butt and, like, not do anything. This guy gets up and does stuff, right? So there's a difference. They're both sitting on thrones, but how did they get there? How did each of them get there? In the fall, you have the Three of Coins in reverse, clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So I think from the fire to the pentacles, from the wands to the pentacles, so from fire to earth, you guys are taking the passion and the thoughts and the ideas, and I think around fall, that's when you're really going to start cultivating it. You may feel like you're not really getting very far with the Three of Coins in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, but that's, again, just a feeling, right? But because you're now doing something, even though it's not necessarily exactly where you want it to be, the Five of Pentacles in reverse here tells me that you are coming out from a place of uncertainty, from being left out in the cold, right? Because upright, it would be like you feel like this, but in reverse, I think you're coming out of feeling like this, and it's because you're physically doing something, and now you're able to see your fantasies becoming true. But this is interesting. It's kind of like these cards are in the same position, and it's kind of like the things that you fantasize about, whereas this is what you're actually doing. But you are going to turn it around because of all the work that I see here in the fall that's going to be happening. But just try not to feel too disappointed in yourself if things don't go your way, or if you have to work with people that don't have the same vision as you, because in the end, you are going to need that partnership, and you are going to need that other perspective. So just hold tight, right? And try not to lose the passion that you have for this, whatever it is. In the winter, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, clarified by the Four of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, I think things are really going to be taking off, but you have to not overwork yourself and don't burn yourself out is what I'm seeing, because I think change will be happening, and it is going to be because of the things that you're doing. But again, take time to rest. Don't just rush through things because things need to get done. Like, you do need to rest, because if you don't rest, then the work that you're going to be doing is going to be sloppy, and it's going to cause you problems later down the line. So you want to dot your I's and cross your T's. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, and allow the changes at the end of the year to happen around you. You don't have to try to move with it to keep up, because if you know where you're going, you're always going to be aligned. So don't worry about the changes that are happening. Don't worry about the instability and the uncertainty that's going to come with this new thing that you're starting, right? Because if it's never been done before, then how else would you know how to do it other than to make these mistakes? So I think the main thing here is don't be afraid to make mistakes in 2019. Don't be afraid to go out there and do those things that you've always wanted to do, but you were scared because you might not get the recognition that you want, or get the status that you want, or have the stability that you want. But you are going to have to go through these stages of being not liked, of being or of having less than what you want, or of having less money, or having less stability than what you want. You're going to have to go through that in order to make these fantasies become reality. Because if you just sit there and think about it, then that's all it's ever going to be, right? See, this is kind of like, I see it also split with these cards up here. It's like, this is the fantasy and this is the reality. And somewhere in here is your fears, right? The Fountain in reverse. It's kind of like I know I can get whatever I want, but I fear that I won't. And so because of these thoughts, later in the year, the reason why things are upside down over here is because you have allowed these negative or self-doubting thoughts to manifest into the reality. So it's not so much a future telling thing as it is a cause and effect thing, right? That's all tarot ever really is. It's just a mapping out of what your actions are. So flip this around with your thoughts, because this is exactly where it started. Oh, you can't even see. This is exactly where it started. The Queen of Wands. Her thoughts are super powerful. She can manifest anything like that. And next to the fountain here, it means that you are manifesting what it is that you want. But because it's in reverse, with the following cards also in reverse, it means you need to think more positively, right? Because upright, this is everything you want. But again, the cards are never reversed. We are reversed. You can be this, you are this, but right now you just need to filter out the self-doubt. It might not be what you want to hear, but yes, at some point you are going to fail. Yes, you are going to make mistakes. Yes, there are going to be people. There are going to be people who do not like you. Yes, there are going to be people who want to disagree with you. But you have to just work through that, because that's the only way that people will applaud you for standing up to those who didn't agree with you. That way, those who look up to your status will know that you earned it with integrity. That way, when you don't feel, or when you do feel stable, and when you feel like you're not lacking, you'll know that it's because you did it. So all of these things are achievable, both the good and the bad. So you have to allow both to come in. Yeah? I'm going to pull an oracle card for Capricorn 2019. Not meant to be. Don't take it too seriously. If, despite your best attempts, the outcome is not what you wish, it was never yours to begin with. The world is full of new opportunities. Self-pity and diminished self-esteem will only obscure your view of what is to come. So what is it that I just said? You have to allow the good and the bad. Yeah, you're going to fail at some point, but it's going to lead you to where you need to go. Right? Silver linings. I'm going to clarify it with one card. The King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So upright, you can see this guy. He's a boss. He's hardworking. He knows what he's doing. He's organized. He's efficient. But he's tired. And he does not look happy. Something here is going to make you feel not fulfilled. And it's your job to confront that and accept that that is the reality. Now, this is not for all of you, right? This could also be the fears that you feel. It could be that you finally see that you're overthinking and the fears that you have and the insecurities that you have were never really true. They were never there because it doesn't serve you. And now you're able to let this go and allow your fantasies to become reality because you can understand exactly where your boundaries are when it comes to your happiness and what it is that you can handle, like your capabilities, your emotional capabilities of taking on a project or a passion before realizing like, you know what, maybe this is not where my greatest happiness lies. Maybe this is just not meant for me. Okay? So 2019, it's really thinking about what you really want. These fantasies of yours, are they obtainable or are they just fantasies? And in order to obtain them, are you willing to go through the challenges that they come with? Because it looks as though everything that you want comes hand in hand with its own problem. But that's kind of everything in life, right? So the universe is really asking you, like, is this what you really want? Because you're going to have to commit and stick with it and stick with the problems and work through the problems. If the problems are not something that you want to deal with in order to get to the other side, then maybe this is not where you are meant to go. Okay, Capricorn? You have all the power. You know exactly what it is that you are capable of. It's just that commitment and that passion of yours. Is it going to be sustainable this year? You're hardworking, but at this point, you gotta tie in that emotional fulfillment and that passion into the work that you do. Because in the end, that is the key to sustainability, right? Half of it is hard work, but the other half is passion. And at some point along the way, you'll figure out that the best way to work is to work smart, not hard. So what is it that you want to work smart towards? I'll see you in the April readings. Bye.